Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We just made it over to Tony and Karen's. What do you got there? No. That's a no. Made it to the ranch. Time to eat some good Thanksgiving. Hey, don't eat that either. No, Sadie. Put that down. Put it down. Put it down. No. Bud, you're not getting that. Come on, let's go. Morning, guys.
Oh my God, get it off.
Welcome back to Dirty Hands TV. We made it. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and we made it to Bakersfield. And look at this weather out here. So yeah, they got some moisture down here too, quite a bit. We were up in Mammoth dealing with that snow, but they got quite a bit of moisture here, which is causing the fog layer to come in. So it's super foggy. It's kind of like beach weather. Reminds me of beach weather a lot. Today we're gonna go out to the ranch. We haven't been out to the ranch in about 6 weeks, and we got a lot of rain out there. So Sadie and Bud are definitely ready to go. Got a lot of rain out there, and we are going to get that dozer out, and hopefully we're gonna cut some road. We're gonna widen out some road. The main road coming in, we're gonna widen that out, and we got to get a forklift off the trailer, the one that broke down. We just got all kinds of little things to do. So Clayton's going to come pick me up at 9, and he and I are going to go out there. I think Dan might even come out. I'm not sure, but we're going to go out there to the ranch and have a day out there. So hope you guys enjoy it. Stick around. Let's see what kind of trouble we get into. Before we head out, I'm going to I got to clean out the old hot tub here. Went 6 weeks with no chemical, and she got a little nasty. So I got a new filter, draining the water right now. Gonna fill it up. So this is the perfect day to be sitting in your hot tub in the morning. And my poor little tribute brewery for Lori's brother has been neglected. But I do have some good news. We got a nice job with Distant Brewing up in Mammoth, and I'm getting to know the owner pretty well. Not quite well enough to ask him to help me with my beer yet, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to make that introduction, and possibly I would love to get him to maybe run a couple of Eric's batches and see if we could make a couple batches of his brew, and kind of learn the process on a commercial scale through somebody that's already doing it and very successful. It's just a great opportunity that I see, and I'm gonna, you don't know unless you ask. So I'm definitely gonna talk to him about it and see if he's willing to work with us on it. And you never know where the road could lead. It could turn into another adventure, which I hope it does. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to finish getting this thing all cleaned out, and Clayton and I are going to get on out to the ranch with Sadie and Bud. Right, Sadie? Definitely got some rain over here. Everything's wet. This truck said it was acting up. He brought this thing down from Mammoth because the boom completely disintegrated itself up on the inside up here. So now I think we're gonna try and run it out to the ranch and offload it so that we get the mechanic over here. We got to extend that thing completely out and take it all apart and string the cables and all that crap. gonna see if we can get it fired up. Is that low? Do we have any of that? Because I think it looks like it might be low. Probably the master cylinder for the clutch. It just feels a little, it definitely feels a little spongy. Just down from it? Well, I don't think we'll run it out there today. Might even be a little too wet anyway, so I might have a mechanic come look at the damn truck too, I guess. So I don't want to try and drive it out there and have it all muddy and get stuck. Haven't been out there and it looks pretty darn wet. Perfect conditions to play in the dirt though. So we're gonna go do some of that. We're gonna get that dozer out. So we're gonna head up to the ranch, leave the truck here for now because it's just that's our Mike's dad's boom truck that he brought over here so that we can pull our well. We got our well over here. That's gonna be a whole nother program for you guys when we try to fix our own well. He's got a lot of experience with it, so he brought this over for me. And he's gonna help us build a tool to get our well is stuck down hole right over there. So we're gonna get it out and see if we can get that thing running again. Beautiful overcast day out. Definitely some moisture, you can see. It's probably borderline too wet to do much with the dozer, but still gonna go out here, and it's been a long time. I've been out here for quite some time, so Sadie and Bud are pumped. They're ready to roll. Let's get out here and see what's going on out at the ranch. I think tomorrow we might bring some shotguns and a couple rifles out, do some shooting, talk to some of the dirt bike guys. They might come out, not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. A little wet. Tomorrow might be a better day. We're still gonna give it a go. Might get this, if I got this ring roller behind the dozer and went around the track. I mean, it's already pretty deep, but it might make it really nice. You can find a pin for it though. I don't know if I have a pin out here that'll work for this, but I could bring that thing down right behind the dozer. That'd be pretty cool. My favorite type of weather right here. So the freestyle park, still chilling. Track looked really good coming in. I haven't done anything to it. I ran the last time was about last year, about maybe around this time, maybe a little less than that. I ran the disc around it 3 or 4 times, and now it's rained on it a couple times. Kind of knocked it down a little, and it's looking pretty darn good. I may take a pass around the track with the dozer and the ring roller. It's kind of the only thing I got out here. The New Holland's down right now, but you can see she looking good. Let's get this girl fired up. Let it warm up for a bit. Got half a tank of fuel. That's good. Come on. Oh boy. Almost didn't have the cranking power to get her going. Let that thing warm up for a little bit. Now my drainage here didn't really work out too good, or here. I said I was gonna get a pipe across here, which I am. But now what I think I wanna do, I'm gonna push some of this slough, try to just fill over the top of that. And I still really need to get draining out the backside there. Normally this whole thing's full of water, so Sadie, you're gonna get me in trouble. Get out of there. Out of the water. Your mom's gonna be pissed. We'll get the Ranger out and had a few people call. I had 172 messages on Marketplace. I've been gone for 6 weeks. So I responded to most of those yesterday, and I had about 15 or 20 come back at me. Said, hey, I'll be out here for the next couple days, so if you want to buy some junk, I got plenty of it. It's all for sale. Got the ugly duckling fired up. Doesn't seem to be leaking a whole lot of fluid. It loses some hydraulic over time. I've got some out here. These old machines, you just got to keep adding oil until you have to pull off the rams and replace them or something along those lines. I just love this overcast. It's beautiful. We got the bad boy out here. Polaris Ranger. Never gonna replace my Honda Pioneer, but as far as covering some ground, this is the one you want. Way better suspension. And the dogs can ride in the back, so that's cool too. Well, let's get on that dozer and play around. I definitely need a lot more training, self-training. I know that, I can't fine grade with it. I can definitely make cuts and I can fill in holes. But to really tune it in and fine grade with it it's very difficult for me. And I just think it takes a lot of practice because I've been running all kinds of equipment my whole life, and that thing, I love it. It's got power. It can do just about anything you want to do. I'm gonna go try it out on the roads. I just don't want to screw them up. We're gonna go try that here in a bit. I'm gonna bring the John Deere over here, the excavator, and I'm gonna pull this material back, because really what I got to do is I got to get a swale all the way down through here so the water drains around the side and doesn't stand over here like it's doing. So I'm trying to like gradually make that uphill to where everything falls this way. That's my plan. And that truck's really in my way. Might have to hook onto that thing with the chain and move it, because it's really kind of messing up my flow. And then I'll find a pin if I can find one. I should have one around here. I think I do. And I'm gonna hook up that ring roller, and I'm gonna do a lap around the track with the dozer. So that'll be fun. All right, I got the ugly duckling and moved that truck out of the way, and I cleaned up some of the dirt in the back. So I'm going to try to fix up this mess right here with the dozer. It's going to take a lot of patience, and I'm just going to have to get on some good flat ground, not set my cuts too deep. So what I want to do is kind of swale everything, and everything's got to go out that way. So I got a real big low spot here, which I have a ton of material that I can use for it. And I lowered the back down. I pulled all that stuff out of the back. And if I can stay away from this truck, I won't have to move it. Somebody left the window down. This thing's for sale if you know anybody. $1,500. Runs and drives. It's on a non-op right now. So yeah, I actually was able to really make that look a lot better with the excavator. So I'm gonna back right back up in there. That's my goal. And I'm gonna set down gently, not deep. And I'm gonna push all this. I'm gonna get that hole filled in. And let's see if we can do some grading here. We're gonna try. Okay, well, it's definitely not perfect. It's more of what I was looking for though. I definitely got my fade going off that way. I still got a low spot right here. A lot of mud right here, so it's gonna be tough. I think what I'll do, because I was actually pretty successful with the excavator pulling some material out of the back there. I think I'll start right here at this high spot, and I'll just very gently scrub that and try to pull it into this hole. And then I'll keep working until I get over to that where I'm parked at, and I'll get that other little swamp filled in, and I'll just have a rounded hump right here, everything flowing out there. And then I'm gonna have to put that pipe in at some point, because I'm gonna have this hump here to get up to my where my home site is up on top. So a little bit more finessing. I wish I had the little skid steer here, because I could really, now that I've kind of cut this the way I want it, I could really fine tune it. Hopefully we'll get that up here for the winter. It's kind of stuck in Mammoth right now on a job, and it's snowed in. So we'll just have to see if we're able to get it back. Might have to go borrow one or rent one or do something if I want to continue this. I think now I'm gonna go find a pin for this thing right here and drag it down the hill, and maybe take a couple laps around the track and see what that does. I'm gonna push this thing over a little. I don't know if that pin's not going to fit through there. think that thing's small enough to go through the hole. Let's see. Oh, it's pretty big. I got it through. It's just with one person, it's tough. Okay. Don't know if that's luck or skill, but got it hooked up. It's my track groomer. All right. Got the groomer. So people have snow groomers and people have dirt groomers. This is my dirt groomer for my track. It's my first time using the setup. So my plan is to rip with the rippers and then groom behind, and it should leave a nice, really nice surface to ride dirt bikes on. Let's give it a shot. All right, I think we got something here. That seems to be working pretty good, and I can go a lot faster. Oh, it's chewing up the ground. I like it. It's really, that's nice. Now I just got to get my wheel tractor fixed so I can actually pull. I think I could pull both of these with that little New Holland together without getting stuck. Wow, that's making a nice surface. So we're gonna take a couple laps around the track, groom it up. Well, we got the track groomed with our little setup here, and it actually worked out pretty slick. Not the most ideal setup, but for stuff we had laying around. We had the Dozer, was able to pull it, and it actually groomed this track pretty nicely. You can see some big chunks there. I didn't really get to hit that, but if you get out here in the middle where I made 2 passes, this is perfect right here. It's almost like hard pack underneath with some chunks on top, and it's still real soft. So once the bikes get on it, they'll cut like their lines where they want to go, and it'll make for a fun day of riding for some folks. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys, we're done for the day. You can see here some pristine chocolate. The setup that we put behind the Dozer works really well for just being like a homemade setup. This dirt is awesome right now. I so wish I had my bike. It's up in Mammoth still, but I'll catch the next storm and definitely do some riding. As you can see, I ran 2 passes around the track with this setup. We'll go look at it here in a minute. And it groomed it really nicely. This track is ready to rip. Just love it out here. This is one of my favorite places to be. It's my own little playground. I can do whatever I want out here. We're gonna bring some rifles and some shotguns out tomorrow, and we're gonna shoot some skeet. We're gonna shoot some target. We're gonna ride some dirt bikes. It's gonna be fun. I want to show you guys a little setup we did. We just pieced some stuff we had around the ranch together behind the Dozer. really not ideal to ride all the way around this track with a dozer, and it's probably a lot of wear and tear on it, so we're not going to do that too much. But for now, this is what we got. We got the disc and the roller, and I'll tell you what, it made that dirt nice. This track's gonna be nice for whoever gets to ride it tomorrow. I mean, it almost looks like somebody knew what they were doing when they did this. Not gonna say who, not gonna name names. Look at that dirt. Woo! I have to get an aerial of this again. Go check my Instagram dirt hand, and I've got some aerial photos of this track. It's probably about a mile for one lap, maybe just a little over a mile, and it's a big track, big outdoor scramble type track.